You are once again welcome to today's geography class. As we met last time, we talked about uh, conventional symbols and signs and how they can be shown or presented on topo sheet, because learners or students of geography are always required to read and interpret their maps by using the legend, which is made up of conventional signs and symbols. You got ahead to know that, or we're able to know that these symbols have been categorized. Those that represent communication or transport networks, those that are also for vegetation, those that are also for settlement, drainage patterns, relief, and others. Today, I'm going to look at drainage patterns. This topic is under both physical geography and practical geography, because physical geography under river geomorphology, you can be asked to describe some of the patterns of a river, and also when it comes to practical aspects, map reading, so they can be asked to describe the drainage features or characteristics of a particular drainage system or river. And you don't have to forget about each pattern. You must also know about the pattern of the river or the various rivers that drain the map area and talk about it. And today you are welcome. I'm your servant, your teacher, Sir Emmanuel Amasanti, taking you through today's lesson once again. So when we say drainage pattern, talking about the arrangement of rivers, the arrangement of rivers, the arrangement of rivers, as you could see, the arrangement of rivers and their tributaries within a drainage road basin. Now when you say a basin, or you'll be talking about the area covered by a river and its what tributaries, how the water is being arranged on the map area is what refers to as the drainage pattern. The drainage pattern. Now, any pattern identified on the map is influenced by factors like we have some factors like the difference in rock hardness and structure, how hard or soft the rock is, the rock underlying that topography is, can also influence how the pattern of the river is going to be. The slope, the landforms, and the geological history of the drainage basin can also affect or influence the pattern of a river at a particular place. Now, drainage patterns helps us to understand and interpret physical landscapes and how a river and its tributaries drain an area. It helps us to understand and interpret physical landscapes and how a river and its tributaries drain an area. So that is all about drainage patterns. Drainage patterns. Let's continue. Now, for the types of drainage patterns or river patterns, rivers and their tributaries exhibit different patterns. They are not the same. Yes, as I have here in the box. They are not the same. All the patterns on rivers on the map or on the topographical map do not take the same pattern. Among those easily recognized ones, we have a lot of them, and we are going to discuss them with diagrams in this slide or in this lesson. So the first one we talk about is the dendritic pattern. The dendritic pattern. It is called dendritic because the pattern appears like the branches of a tree. You all know how a tree is. Now, when a tree is upright, you see that they have some branches. So when you see the blue lines on your topo sheet, the river body appears on the map like a tree with 8 branches, then that pattern of drainage or river is what refers to as the dendritic pattern. And it's also called the tree-like what pattern. The tree-like pattern. Don't forget, all the tributaries join the main river from all directions at what is called an acute angle. So the angle between the tributaries and the main river is less than 90 degrees in the same direction as the consequent stream or the main stream or river. Yes, so that is what you should bear in mind. He said that when the point, that the confluence, the angle which is formed at the confluence where the tributary join the main river is always less than 90 degrees. Thank you. Now it develops in areas of homogeneous rocks. When we say homogeneous, we're talking about areas having the same kind of what composition, like the rock found in that area have the same component. And the word dendritic is derived from a Greek word dendron, meaning a tree. So we have these keywords here that you should try your best to put in mind. Say that they are found in homogeneous rocks. Then the word dendritic is found from a Greek word dendron, which means a tree. And this is the most commonest river pattern that is found to be that pattern, and it is found to be branching of what? Tributaries. Normally, most of the pattern you see on the topo sheet have this dendritic drainage pattern. So don't forget that one as well. Good. Let's continue. So this is dendritic pattern. Yeah. So you see that the tributaries joining the consequent or the mainstream at an angle less than 90 degrees. If I look at this place also, it's less than 90 degrees. This one joining the other one here is also less than 90 degrees. So that is why we are saying that the tributary join the main stream or river at an angle less than 90 degrees, which is an acute angle. Thank you. Now what is called the trellis pattern. Tributaries join the main river almost at right angle. Yes. Small tributaries also join the main tributaries at right angles and flow parallel to the main river. So the main river is called consequent river, and the tributaries which join at right angle are called subconsequent. And it is normally formed at heterogeneous. So homogeneous means same kind. Heterogeneous rocks means they have different kind of what rock structure at that what area. And this type is normally found at areas at top of rocks of different resistance in chalk land region or in the limestone region. So that pattern is trellis pattern. Let's look at how it is. Yes. Say that it forms almost 90 degrees angles. Yes. So the subsequent are there. The consequent are also the small rivers there as the trellis pattern. Then we have third one called the braided or the parallel pattern. And now this type of drainage, the tributaries and main river tend to flow parallel to each other. The tributary and the main river tend to flow in the parallel direction to each other, which means that the pattern happens when a river splits itself into a number of channels due to impediment or any obstacles and develop a parallel roads, gullies, and narrow channels. So normally it develops those things, and like the distributaries at the lower course of a river, you could see that the river will develop different channels before you join the sea or another the lake or a bigger river. At that place, because of the volume of the water reduces, it begins to deposit some sediment and other materials down, and it can create gullies and rills, which will cause the river to separate itself and create different channels. And that channel or that pattern is called the braided or parallel pattern. They will see each other lying beside one another in the parallel direction. Braided pattern. So this is what is called braided pattern. Thank you very much. Now, another one called radii or centrifugal pattern. Centrifugal means that the rivers radiate or they diverge or move or flow outwards from a common center or source. So there may be a watershed at a particular part of on the topo sheet. Now you will see different rivers moving from that watershed or that highland or that mountain, moving to different angles or directions. That pattern is what refers to as radii or centrifugal pattern, moving from one center or one source to different direction. And normally forming a pattern like the spokes of a wheel. So I'll show you the image, you know how it is, you know. Yeah, so this is the radii. Yeah. So this develops on domes and cone-shaped uplands such as a volcanic cone. So when we have a volcanic cone or mountain and a river source there, different rivers may flow from that place and they'll move to different angles or direction. That is what is called the radii or centrifugal pattern. So this is what I want to show you. This is what I want to show you. Yes. You see, yes, that is what is called the radii pattern. Thank you. Let's continue. Then another one we have centripetal pattern. As centrifugal is moving from one source to different sources. Centripetal pattern. This is when a river flow from different highlands into a particular or a common lower ground or basin or lake. So the opposite of the radii or the centrifugal is the centripetal pattern. You have the annulus or the ring-like pattern, the rectangular or the rectilinear pattern. All of them are some of the patterns that you will see on the sheet. So we'll end today's discussion here on drainage patterns. So you should examine, when you meet questions like that, you should examine the patterns very well and describe it. Because when you're describing drainage system on topo sheet in paper 3, you must know all these things. When the question demands description of particular river or a drainage pattern or the drainage system on the whole map area. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for watching Sanity Media Discussion Time. So, my geography student, you meet once again. Thank you.